Well, hello, Kingsman. Welcome back to the battlefield. Today, I am having to cut corners because the video I did earlier was not a planned video or at all. Being honest, it was a video I'd actually done before, and it was so long ago. I don't know how it got there, but I did a video twice, so I recognized it. Actually, someone else messaged me and said, "This is a battle you've done before," and then I looked at it and I was like, "You're right." So that video was a bust, so I'm just gonna live stream because it's just about the same as a video. I know it's a little, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's less interesting because if you watch it later, I'm interacting with the audience. But you know, it is what it is, and I'll do what I can with the time I have. So what's up, Jaden? How's it going? So today we have the Battle of Kulm. I believe this is historically accurate. You have Tutkov, Tormasov, you have Duktorov, and Konstantin. And they're going up against a army, I believe. I'm not sure what this one is, but I know that Bavaria and no, wait, I'm thinking of the wrong battle now. I'm interested to see what this red one is because I don't remember. This one was sent in by B Squared. We've done the Battle of Kulm before, but we have never done historically accurate. What's up, Clarky? How's it going? I see you posting, asking for people to play battles, and I'm always busy, and it stinks. Yeah, the Battle of Kulm was in Czechoslovakia, oh, okay, it's Denmark. What's up, Mystic? Welcome, welcome. So it was fought between France, not Denmark. I don't think it was Austria, Russia, and Prussia. So this is, I don't think, historically accurate. Although, ooh, we have the Polish here. This doesn't seem right. Is this an 8.9 replay that somehow works? Or maybe it's, oh, this is just the cores. Just the cores. That's what it is. All right, so we have the Russian Guard here. Konstantin brings the Russian Guard. Of course, very epic. Really new to multiplayer. Would love to see some more friendly videos from you. Would you like me to showcase? Are you talking like you want me to play with beginners, or you want me to post videos of beginners playing? I would be down to play with, like, do a beginner-friendly matches if we get enough people that are newer to the game, and then people who are not but are willing to help them out. I would love to do that. So with this map, guys, as you can see, there's a 9-pointer that comes in behind the French, Denmark, and Polish lines. So it's going to be very interesting. They're going to fight on two fronts. Granted, this one Russian army is going to have to be very cautious. Yeah, definitely, I could probably do a beginner-friendly match. I don't mind that at all. I'm not that competitive to where I have to play tough games. No. So this army is going to be... Oh, man, look at these grenadiers, though. Oh, they're just gorgeous. Just beautiful. In fact, all of these guys look really good. Got the wheat field. Look at the clean uniforms. In fact, they have red in them, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, of course, of course. Wait a minute. So we have Denmark advancing, it looks like, on Russia already here, setting up a line. So the Imperials are getting very aggressive to start out. It looks like they're even pushing up here. It looks like France is pushing up to meet Russia. Now, this is actually not a bad idea to try to push up, take on multiple, or push most of your weight onto the coalition while they're divided. Now, I don't know if one France army went to deal with this Russian army, Denmark went over here, and then we have basically a 2v2 over here and a 1v1 and a 1v1. Who knows? I guess we'll find out pretty soon. Once this Russia army runs into something. Already I see some troops. No, that's just the general, but we have a cav engagement already here. Some dragoons getting charged by some French dragoons, flanked by chasseurs cheval. Unfortunately breaking them, so this Russian army is got no
This
cav
building
now.
has fallen to the enemy.
In fact, I don't think they even have artillery. They just have their general and their infantry. Grenadiers already firing. Yeah, no, the Russian dragoons. I love the gray horses. I love it. Love it. Funny you should mention that, Graham. Oh, we got some more cav they're gonna charge these poor dragoons that are already tired. They're gonna hopefully go in and attack and not just sit there. But what I was saying, Graham, is there is definitely a possibility. Let's see if they win this. That I'm gonna be doing some more build videos once I'm out of the Fire Academy and I have more time. In fact, we're gonna be covering some core builds as well. Now we got some action happening way over here, it looks like. Russia already hitting the first of the Polish. Some skirmishers here and just some lines with some cavalry on the side. But yeah, I got a couple experienced players that I'm planning on doing some NTW3 core and maybe some custom builds about what you should and shouldn't take. I plan on doing that, just haven't had time recently, which is unfortunate. But, you know, life happens. It is what it is. So Russia and France kind of going at it with this village here. Russia's going to set up some 6-pounder horse artillery. Maybe start trying to knock holes in these massive French units here. Over on this side, it looks like, yep, France is here and ready to party. Now, they got a lot of troops. My goodness, they got some Swiss. Oh, really? Okay, I'll definitely get to that once this video's over. Thank you for letting me know. Unfortunately, I tried to get one that doesn't expire, but I guess it does, even though I say not to. Ooh, we got possibly some guard units here from France. I'm not sure if this is guard units or if that's just, man, they're huge units, though. We're talking massive units. And we got a huge flank here as well. We are having some fighting. Man, this sucks. It's on both sides of the battlefield. I have to skip one way than the other. So Russia did charge in here, hitting a unit that can't form square, but we have light infantry right next to them that can form square. So it's a big old fight. The Russian guard are going to hold pretty strong. I would have pulled them back into the square. I mean, and I would not have massed up all my lancers on one infantry unit. I mean, they hit them with 3 units, and that's not going to do anything to help out in that scenario. They definitely hurt that guard unit, and they're wavering already. Oh, I appreciate it. I try. I play the mod a lot, so I feel very passionate about it, obviously. So yeah, I do play a lot of it, and that helps. What's up, Calvin? Welcome. All right, so that guard unit did break, unfortunately. Let's hop back over here. Curse them for going on 2 sides of the field. No, I'm just kidding. This would be interesting because if one side fails, then the other side has a chance still to make an impact before, you know, say like the French win here. The reinforcements will take a long time to get to this side of the battlefield, so they could still win against the French on this side, or vice versa. If Russia wins, it would take them a while to march all the way through here, so France could still try to ruin the coalition's day on this side. So Russia is pushing up here. Looks like we have some Denmark and French infantry lining up to meet them. We got some guards from Denmark. Any Denmark fans in here? Still a town fight, looks like. Russia is still massing, still pushing. The rest of the Polish are making their appearance. Russia still pushing, just a constant little push here. Nothing too crazy. They're not going in with the bayonet. But yeah, Poland is not even firing yet. Oh, look what they have, though. They have some guard units, possibly. Yeah. Oh, they're receiving fire. Why aren't they firing back? This is crazy. Like, they are just receiving fire. Wait, an allied general has been killed. Oh, my goodness. Okay, this is a huge thing on this side. So Russia doesn't have a general anymore. Their poor dragoons got beat to pieces. France is utilizing their massive cav advantage. Yeah, I would agree. This one's still heating up. There's only 3 fronts out of the 4 fronts that are happening here. We do have France charging with some dragoons. Oh, I love the red uniforms. This has got to be a Swiss dragoon unit. Oh, but we have a bayonet charge going in as well. Some light infantry charging the Russians. Going in for that square. These grenadiers could really be helped. They're going to throw in more grenadiers on this side, but France needs to beat this just as badly as Russia needs to hold this line. They both have to be kept off the other's back, because those reinforcements could be change the course of any of these battles. Russia's being very slow to advance here. Denmark as well being very laid back here. We do have another cav charge, it looks like, on the light infantry line. Now, I don't think they formed square, but I think they still managed to beat back the Polish cavalry, and their line of infantry came back as well. This battle feels different. Oh my goodness, a huge melee here. Russia, I don't know if Russia instigated, if France instigated, but both sides are in a melee, and Russia is definitely losing quite a lot here. They're throwing in more line infantry, counter-charging. Oh, France could take some losses here as well. I mean, France did throw in some cav, but here comes a general, Doktorov, here to help his men inspire a Russian line infantry. Oh yeah, getting thinned by France. That's rough. All right, so Russia seems to be pushing back France. Only taking three infantry losses there. Let's see what's happening over here, because this fight was going pretty badly for Russia. You can see the line infantry closing in. Beefy units, these grenadiers. Oh, this French army is definitely gonna win this fight. Definitely gonna win this fight. I mean, they are outnumbering the Russians. I would start falling back as Russia. I would fall back, try to pull maybe to this hill. You're pulling this French army farther away. Oh yeah, Russia 10 is rough. It's satisfying to win it. Let's see if they form square in time. As this is cuirassiers going in. Oh my goodness, no, they did not. Oh, Russia is just getting cracked, unfortunately. But still, Russia could lose over here and pull the French so far back that they can't come and help out on this side. Although, man, Russia just got destroyed right here. I'm not even sure what happened. Well, the Russia does have cavalry charging in here, maybe some heavies as well. The Polish pushing up here. This is not looking too good for Russia at all. Really, this is looking quite bad for Russia. I don't think Russia's got this. They are already they lost half their army here. Yeah, I mean, that's major problems. That's definitely major problems. This Russian army is having major problems as well. Speaking of Russian problems, they are just getting routed by, what, we got some Swiss grenadiers. This is regular line infantry. And they're just going to keep charging down this Russian line. This Russian player, unfortunately, is going to lose big time. Which is not going to help the overall situation they have going on here. We have I see a lot of people do this. This does not usually work. Don't just charge a line infantry to take out artillery. It may work in this situation, it may not. And you see, it may still work. But you lost one line infantry, and you could have sent cav in. One of these cav units could have charged in as well. But here we go, we got a huge cav charge. Tons of dragoons. They are smashing into this Denmark cav. Wow, they're just breaking them. Maybe if they can have a complete wipe, they could come and help this side, where France had some massive victories here. You can see, oh wow, Poland advanced here. Oh yeah, I forgot to, let me fix this so the sound's actually good. Poland had some heavy losses advancing to this tree line, where the Russian guard is just standing strong. I mean, they haven't budged. Good for them. Russian cuirassiers fighting, and they're getting flanked by some chasseurs cheval. Looks like they may break, possibly. The rest of Russia is falling back. They have a lot of cav here. Yeah, never send infantry in by themselves. Send cav in. They're faster by a long shot. Now with this Russian cavalry making quick work. In fact, here goes the Denmark general. Russia has made a huge victory, so this may actually even up for this side. Although, I mean, this was a 9-pointer. What is this? Oh, a 10-pointer. Okay, so maybe this will even the odds, especially with how easily they made a victory out of that first push. But Russia is actually not breaking anymore, so maybe if they can keep in the fight just long enough to waste this French army's time, then it will be worth it. They have to hold that entire time, though. We have a French... I'm assuming this French army is split in two. So we have half the French army here against Russia, half the French army here to back up Denmark. Denmark's probably a low pointer, if I were to guess. But Russia made a very successful first push. They have plenty of dragoons. Of course, there is a lot of squares that you have to worry about for the French. I mean, the French have a lot of squares. Over here, the Polish are just getting broken to pieces. I am not sure what is going on here, but Poland needs to get their life bulb screwed on correctly, because oh man, they just oh my gosh. I mean, they actually seem to have part of their line back. That cav look like the Crossairs maybe, but the guard is marching out. They're a very bad force when you're going up against them. If they get close and start chewing you up. Let's check over here now. How is this Russian army doing? Because yeah, they did a bayonet charge here against some Swiss. Can't beat the Swiss, man. But they are still holding here. Cavalry in the back. They don't have squarables as easily. Another Crossier here ready to charge in on that flank. We got a huge column of French. Oh my gosh. How many is this? 300, 200 men? You're not going to stop that. Talk about a Russian steamroller. You have a French steamroller there. I'm not trying to balance between all these different places, all the different fights that are happening. Although France seems to have fallen back, Russia seems to have regrouped. A lot of their troops actually came back, so they can actually rest up and then try again. This is their chance to redo. Although they probably should push up here. France has fallen back. Their flank is now exposed by this Russian guard. Constantine has pushed up and exposed an entire flank of this town. Russia should start pushing. It looks like he is. Poland needs to make a stand, but what can you do when, you know, you got the Russian guard in front of you? I love the Russian guard if you can't tell. The rest of this Russian player, I mean, he's unfortunately he is going to be destroyed in detail. He has 2-3 units left, I think, total. His general died, which didn't help the morale either. Yeah, no, it is weird, Mystic, how some units will come back. I mean, I have, oh look, we have some Russian troops. Why? I wouldn't even send Russian troops over to this side. I mean, you're not gonna win with 4 units. Just keep pushing this. If you can squelch, look at this. They're actually, if we look from a very zoomed out view, they are hitting them from 3 sides. This French army is still way back here, and Russia, you know, still has yet to be totally defeated. This pincer, and we have actually a Russian charge going in against Denmark infantry, but of course they're hitting a square, so maybe you don't do that. Push up some infantry and then volley that square, but Poland is in big trouble here. They are breaking constantly. I actually don't know the stats or remember the stats of the Russian guard, but man, they are good. And look at this. Hold on. What's happening here? Why is Tormasov charging from so far away? He's basically letting these guys know he's charging halfway across the field. You don't let them know you're charging until you're close. Like right here, you double click and tell them to charge, but this is gonna be a glorious charge here. Let's see this. Smackdown. Oh, what a beautiful charge by the Dragoons. And here come more going for the other. Oh, they're gonna form square now. Oh no, don't do it. Oh, that was awful. That was awful.
Our men are running, sir.
Surprisingly, this Russian cav probably is going to break, and they didn't even have a square form, but they are going to hopefully get themselves out of there. Hopefully they'll come back, but we have more cav now pushing up here. Chasseur Cheval taking on Dragoons. I mean, the Russian Dragoons ain't a joke. Ain't no joke. They're going to start chasing down the retreating French units. This battle started turning into a retreat for the French already. What is this spaghetti line? Executions, what that is. So yeah, Russia seems to be pretty effectively chopping up this flank, so this battle is not going to be a washout just because Russia lost over here. Now France is gonna have to, I mean, this French player needs to mobilize back this direction immediately.
Our men are running, sir.
I wouldn't even try to chase down the remainder of this Russian army. I would maybe leave 4 units and the rest just march down this road and go straight at the flank because your ally is in huge trouble. Okay, we have a general getting charged by some dragoons here. Oh no. Breaking a French general. Maybe they'll kill him, maybe not. Either way, I mean, oh, this shifted back in Russia's favor so fast, I cannot even believe it.
We have killed their general,
They just
sir.
killed
Now
the general
they
right
must
here.
break.
Well done on their point. Who's charging? Oh, we had line infantry here charging. Well worth it. The dragoons definitely well spent. Now they're trying to hold here. Once Duktorov gets here, Constantin has crushed this flank, so France is having to spread out their lines even more. With this Russian army marching, oh, they should probably take that road, just march straight down, and then form in a line of battle right here on this road, because France is probably gonna try to use this river. Let's see, what is France doing over here? They need to get back there pronto. They have their crossiers that are pretty healthy. Their units are pretty healthy. Flush from a victory. Look at these guys. Yeah, exactly. It's a race. I would say this is a race at this point. Russia needs to do this before France does the reinforcing. And Russia looks way better poised to take out the Imperials before the rest of France gets there. But you never know. Denmark could hold. I don't think they're going to. They are just getting shot to pieces. Look at the dead just littering this field. France has some very thick units. Here's what I think they should do is they should, oh wow, mass break. They should fall back to the town. They should start marching towards this French player. We have dragoons just slicing up the rest of them. But what needs to happen is France is getting pincered here. Look at this. We have the guard coming this way. We have Russia coming in, Duktorov, Konstantin, and Tormasov all pushing on each side. France realizes it, I think. Yeah, he is falling back. So France over here realizes it. And actually they all do. So they are falling back to this LOC. I think they're going to try to meet up. It could be up to these 4 Russian units to stop the entire French army from reinforcing. Imagine being one of these guys and you're told, you're given dispatches, a courier writes up and says, we need to hold this army right here. You need to hold this army, you know, take this graveyard and hold. I would be like, get out of your mind. But, you know, orders are orders, right? The guard is doing such a beautiful job. Never can get enough of the guard. I just love how everything lights up. That's true. They have a way better chance. I mean, there is a massive French army pushing on them, though. But you know, they could try holding right here. They could hold this LOC and hold right here, this brow, this hill right here. But they're in danger of getting pushed around the flank. Well, you never know, I guess. I mean, they're pretty big units. Oh, and see, Russia's already pushing up here, taking this flank. Oh, it is a rush for the town. Who can make it to the town first and set up a defensive line? And Duktorov hasn't even showed up yet. And I do believe, yeah, Tutukov? That's what I'm saying, right? Tutukov, I believe, is how you say that. He has some of his army. They're exhausted. Probably not going to be super helpful, but they can start marching back, harassing. Here's some cavalry. Oh, no, that's General. Tormasov wants to get some kills.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
I got a new sword. I got to try it out. Oh, wow, we have some French marching right in front of the Russian line. What are they doing? Oh, that is just bad news. Okay, so we got some Denmark elites charging in against some Russian light infantry, as well as another charge here. Go in, boys. Look at the officer's got a saber sword up there. He's going to start trying to slice and dice. We got the burning building. We got the guard pushing up here.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, we had some Polish units back across the air, so we're going to try to kill them. We'll see if that actually works. But the guard's pushing up here. Let's see. Russia. What are they doing here? So they have held right up here. I would turn around on face against the French units here. France is almost gone. Look in here, France is basically gone. Those poor Denmark units, I mean, Denmark got the short end of the stick immediately. I mean, this guy, Tutukov, he got the short end of the stick too. He went up probably against a way stronger force than his own. The Guard probably had a pretty good fight. Duktarov, he had a good fight.
We have taken a building, sir.
He had a mass rout that then turned back, like he turned up on itself, so he was able to come back with most of his troops. It's going to be a very healthy French army, though, on this side. So Russia just needs to be very, very cautious that they don't overextend or overexpend themselves. Yeah, these guys are holding. Look at this. Look at these boys. They're going to hold here. We have some Russian units trying to defeat the rest of the French who are trying to defend their boys who are running. You can see them running in the background. Oh, is the officer going to shoot? Oh, he already shoot. Look at all the French running behind. They're trying to stop them. And here we go. These line infantry trying to stop the heavy columns of France from advancing. Oh, we have a bayonet charge here. And the counter charge. Good morning, Eltex. How are you? You're missing, well, you're not missing anymore, but you were missing a very epic fight. This was a back and forth, definitely. For those just joining, Russia was losing. I mean, you can go and watch this over. It'll be in the playlists for everything else. Russia, Duktarov totally broke. Half his army just routed.
We have taken a building, sir.
Tutukov definitely routed. His army came back, which, considering how low morale they are, they did a good job coming back. Now, maybe some of these French units will come back. But this is now a fight in this area. Russia has taken part of the town center. Now let's stop hold here by this LOC and hold this area. The thing is, at least for now, France doesn't have anybody in their back, and they are now joined together in one big line. They have one line. I would even fall back out of this area and push back this way. Maybe not. Just love the sounds that come with this game, you know. Although I don't hear a lot of volleys right now. Let's get a fire. I think Russia still has a chance. I think they could do this now. Their artillery is set up. They're going to try to chew up as much of the Guard as they possibly can. Oh, look at this. That is cool. This poor guy being dragged by his horse. That's across the air, too. Man. He doesn't even get a proper burial. His horse is like, I'm taking you with me. Alright, so we have reinforcements on this side, too. Like I said, France has some very large units. These guys are very fresh. So, you know, it's still not a very, not going to be super easy for Russia. They could have mass routes just like anyone else. In fact, oh, this is bad. This unit's going to break. They're going to get shot point blank and fall. So Russia needs to be so cautious here. Because they can easily start breaking here. They're already starting to look very weak in this center. I mean, they have some reserves. They maybe want to delay until Tutukov gets here. They need to push this flank, I feel like. With the Guard pushing up the flank, they have the Cav shifting that direction. I feel like Russia could easily lose this still. They definitely have been winning, but with this reinforcing French army. Oh, look at this. We have the Swiss Grenadiers. I like the red, yellow uniforms here. Look at all that Cav shifting over, too. That would
Our
not be a
men
good
are
sign.
running, sir.
Oh, who's running now? Oh, we have some units in the back. Some Polish units keep coming back. Alright, so you can see Russia is starting to really hurt here. They are quickly losing their reserves. France has even started pushing in with some line of some sappers have pushed it, and look at this, line of G are starting to make an advance. France is going on the offensive here. They have matched up with this line now. Russia maybe wants to get out of these buildings and stand out back here. I would almost fall back.
Our men are running, sir.
They are getting blasted here. Look at this line, it's taking huge casualties. Don't stay with this line, falling back. Fall back. It's not only that, but just the line fights are obliterating. I mean, look at, there's like what? At least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units shooting against 3. These guys look like they may be getting charged. There's a cav fight in the back. Oh, please tell me you're forming square. Please tell. Oh, they did not form square. The crosshairs
Our
are going to
men are running,
charge.
sir.
Russia's starting to get pounded away at. Tutukov, he is here. Oh, Russian cavalry is charging as well. This is kind of getting intense. We got some cavalry charging in, dragoons going everywhere. These guys are not going to be able to form square. Oh, what a charge. What a charge. Breaking the French army. Tutukov needs to push up this line of now because they are starting to really wear away this flank. This is where they need to push. A mass rout is starting to occur here with this cavalry. Woo. Oh, Russia.
Our men are running, sir.
That was a beautiful charge, and France is watching all their hard work just go to shambles so fast. The guard is advancing now. Russia just needs to pull back here. That was okay. At the same time, though, Russia is just getting obliterated by these crosshair. Oh, this is bucking out so badly. There's so many troops on this field here. Russia is almost totally broken. They should have fallen back a while ago. In my opinion, they should fall back here and let this side do the magic. Can you feel the love tonight when it comes to Dragoons? Because look at that. Breaking so many
Our men are running,
here.
sir.
They have broken, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 line infantry broke in a matter of a minute. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a classic mass rout here, and France just watched their entire right flank disappear. And it's going to trigger more mass rout along the entire side here. They have pushed up and taken this town back. Russia still has reinforcements to hold them back. Russia's gone over here. Wow, Tormasov just like broke in mass. He has a couple units here. France effectively pushed him back, but at what cost? What cost did they beat back Tormasov? Because they have Tutukov, which unfortunately they never got to finish off. He's back for revenge. Or technically their general died, so they're back for revenge. And it's a turkey shoot. Look at all these poor Frenchmen. Oh, they're about to get obliterated.
The men are fatigued, sir. It must rest a while.
They, war crimes. War crimes are happening tonight, or today, I should say. The field of blood. That's what this is. It's a massacre. All right, Russia's advancing. France is gonna have to reform here. I think somehow Russia still has this LOC. But yeah, France is gonna consolidate what's left. I mean, they don't have much. They really don't have very much here. And Russia honestly should have a Dragoon unit chase down these troops, not to get tons of kills, but so these guys don't come back. They won't come back if there's enemy nearby. Plus, if you start running them down, you'll make them shattered. If they're not already shattered, they will be after you run down a couple of them. And these infantry are actually helping to ensure they stay shattered. Russia is now using this building. He's pushing some guard troops through. That's rough. I feel for them. And now, Duktorov can push up here with his infantry. Yeah, Tormasov has a line of infantry left here. They can start pushing through the town. And it has come back up to this, guys, the last stand of France. What a battle. I mean, Russia did not start out well at all. From the initial attack where France was holding by this village, Russia mass routed there. We have some cavalry trying to take down a square. Not gonna work. But yeah, the Polish held right here. The guard almost broke here, but they pushed back the Polish Legion. France beat back half of Duktorov's army here. He had to fall back to these tree line. Then he pushed again. And at that point, the Polish had already fallen back. and so the French had to evacuate the town. Over here, the Denmark army, they got pushed back to here, and then they just broke around the town. So, you know, it was well executed. The French victory over here against Tutukov, I think is how you say that. Man, I need to work on my Russian pronunciations. But he lost over here originally. But it involved probably the biggest of the French armies. And he was at 9-pointer. There was still an 11-pointer, which wasn't even there. So France, I think, unfortunately, maybe they should have consolidated this big pointer and pushed out here. Maybe supported this flank, helped Denmark hold. I don't know. Let's see if they can break the Russians. The Russian guard is here. These guys are about to get shot to pieces. All these guys are going to shoot them. Holy moly. They just took some heavy casualties there. And Russia's going to make a final stand here by the church. Look at that, the smoke drifting over the steeple. The general surrounded by his men. I would dismount him if you're going to do that, though. Here go the guard. The guard have done well this time. The guard going in, just regular lineup that you're going in. This is it. This is it for this French force. F's in the chat. Now, this was a good game. This was a good game. They probably got a lot of kills. Oh, wow. Okay. That is a blob, ladies and gentlemen. That is kind of a blob. Not like it would change the course of history.
We have killed their generals. Now they must
would lose,
break.
but that's a blob. You can't do that. You can't have like multiple units charge one infantry unit. It just doesn't work. Or it does work. It works so well that you aren't actually allowed to do it. It's an exploit of the game. They won't be able to kill you. Good grief. And now the massacre will begin. That's actually kind of a cool shot, though. I was doing a screenshot. I would take one right here. You have a burning building here. You have infantry. You have cavalry fighting. Actually, I'd probably like zoom out to here and take it. But anyway, there's a couple. These cuirassiers are still here. Yeah, I know it's very effective. Like I said, blobbing, which is where you have more than 2 units charge 1 unit. It's an exploit, and it's actually against the rules if you play in the NTW3 community. You will get yelled at, and you may get blacklisted from servers if you do it. Do not select 3 units and bayonet charge 1 unit. I think you can do 2, and that's the max you can do. The reason why it's not allowed is it soaks up. Yeah, you know, he's not taking any prisoners.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest
Look at
a
this
while.
French stand. The general is dead among his troops. The blue uniform is the general. And he died with his troops. I wonder if I can find him. I mean, trying to find him would be tough, man. Is this him right here? I think it's this him right here. Oh, hold on. I think that's him. Yeah, I think that's him. F. So much bloodshed. All right, let's look at the stats here. Oh, what I was saying before about the blobbing. It's called blobbing. And if you have more than 3 units, they will be so clumped together. Because the morale in NTW3 works. If you take a certain amount of losses, your units will have a morale debuff, which could cause them to break, which is why you see some units break if they take a lot of losses out very quickly. A shock. That's why some units have shock resist. You'll see mainly guard units and grenadier units. They have shock resist. So if they lose a bunch of units, they won't just immediately break and run like regular units or militia would. But if you have a bunch of units together, they won't take as many losses, if that makes sense, because there's more of them. Even if you shoot them, you're not going to break all of them, or you'll break only one, and there's still 2 that are going to hit you. Yeah, it's an exploit. So just don't do it. But anyway, yeah, let's look at the losses here. Yep, Tormasov took 11, 5 with B Square, which is the one set this replay in, as Konstantin playing as the guard. I have not played the Russian guard, but I want to. I'm assuming that 14-point Dvu is the one that was over here against, who was it? Tutukov, the 9-pointer. Oh, the 14-pointer, he had such a massive army. Yeah, see, Denmark was a 4-pointer, which means he had a very small army. You can see only 847 men. Oh, man, he took like 8/10 casualties. Oh, man, he took like 3/4 of his army was gone. Poland, man, they took heavy casualties too. They just did not do well against the Guard. The Grand Union of Onions did very well compared to the rest of his team. I mean, man, who to know? Lost a lot. He had a lot of troops. Maybe he was the 12-pointer over here. I don't know. He had a lot of men, so maybe he was. I don't know. Not sure. But let's see who got the most kills here. So yeah, the Guard Infantry. Not even the Guard Infantry, surprisingly. Or that is the Guard Infantry, my bad. Dragoons got some good kills, all in the hundreds, so... Yeah, no kidding. It's an Udo thing to do. Oh, man, he brought a lot more than anyone else. Oh, really? Well, I guess this is no different. He deployed 33, 39 and lost 26, 52. He killed 1,701 men. He was second place on all the players. First was B Square as Constantine, getting the most kills at 2,000. Second place would have been Grand Union of Onions, Udno getting 17. Then next would be Greasy as Tormasov. It would be Duktorov with 15. Then Tormasov with 13. And then I think it's Hog Rider. No, Dark Monkey as Devu. And then Hog Rider as Tutukov. And then, unfortunately, 214 for 249, man. It's unfortunate when they don't get a lot of kills, but I wasn't there, so I don't know the plan or what went wrong, because I'm sure stuff went wrong, as it always does in a battle. All right, guys, that's the battle for today. Like I said, sorry that it was not a recording. I do enjoy these streams, actually, though. I enjoy chatting with you guys during the battle, seeing your guys' reactions to, what happens. So you guys can tell me, maybe I'll make a poll and see what people like better, if they like the live stream replays or if they like just watch a video of me chatting basically to myself and then recording it and sending it to you guys. But either way, thank you all for joining me, for those of you who did, or for those of you who will join in the future. I hope you enjoy this video. Next video or thing will be Saturday. I'll be doing an NTW3 stream. And next week will be a bit different. I'll be testing most of the week to get my Fire 1, Fire 2, so I will be gone and not making a video halfway through. Cool. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoy the live stream. I actually do enjoy interacting with you guys more, so I'd rather do more of these than the other. And they're less work, because I don't have to render and upload and all that stuff. So anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. Y'all stay safe, and I will catch you all in another video.